encourage your participation in all things. Thank you so much. I'm sharing my screen now. Once again, I want to welcome you to this 45 minutes training. Today, we are looking at the characteristics of a successful entrepreneur. Knowing fully that it's not all entrepreneurs that are successful, but we want to look at what are the characteristics of a successful entrepreneur. My name is Sola Jegede, an IFC, LPI, TPMA certified trainer, also a CPA certified trainer of trainers on management of organization and business development, a member of Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria and Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sierra Leone, a serial entrepreneur, and a managing consultant of Prime Height Associates. Can you please just share with us your name, your organization, your position, and your favorite food? You can send the chat, or you can unmute yourself and speak. Just your name, your organization, maybe your position. You can send the chat, and you can unmute yourself and speak also.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Amara Chumoji. I am an independent consultant. My favorite food is yam.
Thank you so much, Amara. An independent consultant, and the favorite food is yam. Thank you so much. Thank you, Johnson Adidapo, CEO, Passion Insurance Brokers Limited, Nigeria. You are welcome, Johnson. Another one again.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, we are hearing you.
Hello.
We are hearing you, Emmanuel.
I'm Emmanuel Senesi, waste technician. Yes, I'm Emmanuel Senesi, working for Weltonga Hive as waste technician in the waste management department.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel. You are welcome. Cecilia, a finance officer, you are welcome. One or two persons.
Hello, my name is David Nija. I'm CEO of Kada West Africa.
Thank you, David. You are welcome. CEO Kada West Africa. Okay, Bumi, entrepreneur, CEO Starling Honey. Cecilia, finance officer. Amal Williams, working with Nassit Insurance. Thank you. You are welcome to this meeting. Let me just share my screen with you. At least we've known one another right now. During the meeting, at least let's keep our phones silent. Let us have active listening so that as you can participate effectively. Remember, we have a difference of opinion, and let us collaborate also. We are working here as a team because we want to learn from one another the characteristics of a successful or an effective entrepreneur. During this meeting, we look at the method we are going to use. It's called discovery, peer-to-peer, learning from one another, discussions, questions, maybe role play if there's time. We should be here for about 40 to 45 minutes. At the end of the session, you should be able to explain at least 5 characteristics of a successful entrepreneur. At least 5 characteristics of a successful entrepreneur. And how are we going to accomplish it? We are going to look at the characteristics of a successful entrepreneur, either across industries, across nations. They have almost the same thing. Now that we have known where we are going, the characteristics of a successful entrepreneur, and that's what we are going to discuss. I will share with you on the chat. I want you to click it. What is your expectation from this training? what you want to learn, and how will it benefit you. I'm sending a chat, a link to the chat. So from there, we can actually just click that link, and you can go to the work lab and just write what you want there. Okay, it's there. Just click on that link, and the password is CPM UGR. CPM UGR. When you click in, it will ask you, do you want to join a discussion? Yeah, just put yes and put your code there. You don't need to log in. Just write what do you expect to learn from here, and how will it benefit you? The link is there, and the code is CPM UGR. CPM UGR. Just type your answer. Okay, somebody has seen, say, I learned to learn the key characteristics of an entrepreneur. Thank you. Although you can actually put your name so that I know who is expecting. Maybe John, I want to now to be an entrepreneur. Daniel or Daniela. I'll see one link. Let me confirm. Do you find it difficult logging in? If you find it, just say yes. So let me know so that you can move. You can use other method. Okay, yes, Kada. Okay, if that should be the case. Okay, good. Okay, if that is the case. You can just type on the chat, what are your expectations and how will it benefit you? Or you can unmute yourself and speak, but let it be very brief. You can unmute yourself. What's your expectation from this training and how will it benefit your organization? You can unmute yourself and speak, or you can type in the chat. I'm waiting. You have limited time.
Yeah, Emmanuel, Tennessee. My expectation from this meeting is that I want to learn how to improve on my entrepreneurial skills and how I can apply it in my organization.
Yeah, Emmanuel, we are going to cover that topic. And I can see Musa said, I want to be more effective in my work. Yes, when you know how to know the characteristics of an entrepreneur, you'll be more effective. And from Kada, also that's David, I want to be an effective entrepreneur. I can assure you by the time we finish this training, you will have the requisite skill to make you an effective entrepreneur. Still waiting? You can unmute yourself. Somebody said, my expectation is that this training will help me to become a successful entrepreneur. That's Musa say. Obviously, it will be covered. Okay, let me ask you a question now. If you become a successful entrepreneur, how does it benefit you and others? Short to the answer. If you become a successful entrepreneur, how does it benefit you and others? Anybody can respond?
If I become a successful entrepreneur, I'll have people may have to get more jobs. I mean, I may have to create more jobs for people. So people
Amara
will be
is saying,
employed.
I will create more jobs for people. Good. So another one again. If you become an successful entrepreneur, how will it benefit you or others or the nation or the world at large? David, you want to talk about that?
I will make sure that scarce products in my community are made available to my people that are in demand of them.
Okay, meet the need of the community. Thank you. And the man said, my learning will help me experience and the success story. Another comment again. Who stand to benefit if we're effective?
As an effective entrepreneur, there are a lot of opportunities that are untapped. So I intend to see how those opportunities are tapped such that humanity will benefit from the resources that God has freely given to mankind. So therefore, it's not only me to be a successful entrepreneur alone, but to ensure that other entrepreneurs around are motivated to be successful as well. Those are my intention.
Thank you so much, Justin from Pashola, the insurance brokers. So you can see not just about Justin becoming successful, but equally to be able to help other people in the community harness the untapped resources and helping them to be a blessing to other people. And Kadab said, build industries and help bring development to community. So we can see that it transcends between you, beyond your family, to the community. And as Cecilia said, be better, the best of my service and product offer to people and also create job opportunity. Just like Amara, Cecilia is saying that I want to create job opportunity. So we can see clearly that becoming a successful entrepreneur gives you so much advantages, become a blessing to other people, not only to yourself, to the community, to the government, to several people, creating jobs, developing the situation. Now let me quickly move in. Why do entrepreneurs fail? Why do you think entrepreneurs fail? Just go straight to the point. Why do you think entrepreneurs fail? Anybody can talk? Okay, somebody said, I want to give quality products to other people. Okay, yes, Amara can hear you talking.
Yes, sir. I think that some people fail because of inadequate planning of resources and other.
Inadequate planning of resources and other things, okay? Another person can talk. Why do you think entrepreneur fails?
Good morning, everyone. I also feel there are some economic policies that can sweep away the plans of an entrepreneur. Probably this is the route you plan to go into. Then at the end of the day, there's a policy that come into play and is affecting you. So you can't even continue the business. So I think some economic policies can also affect businesses and can lead to them drawing back and then their business will not grow.
Thank you so much, Confi. And that's a critical thing. That's an external environment that you can't control. Some economic policies comes into play and you discover that you can function effectively. Thank you, Confi. Another comment? Mohammed, why do you think entrepreneurs fail? I know you have been in the business of exporting around the whole world. So why do you think entrepreneurs fail? Mohammed, maybe look at your day also.
Failure to manage contextual factors.
Can we hear you again, David?
Failure to manage contextual factors.
Thank you. Failure to manage potential factors. Thank you. Any other
I
comments?
also,
Why?
yes,
Okay,
sir.
go ahead.
I think that unforeseen circumstances can make entrepreneurs to fail. For example,
Like what?
when unforeseen circumstances like during COVID, things that were not expected. I mean, I don't know how to say things
Yeah,
that.
that's correct. Yeah. Like during COVID, a number of other organizations who are not ready to adapt or change actually collapse. Thank you so much. Two more.
Yes, sir. I also think that, like somebody mentioned government policies. I remember recently in Nigeria, people were complaining that some of them were not able to sell their products because people didn't have the money at hand to buy, even though they had them in the bank.
Okay,
and they couldn't.
Okay. Thank you. Because of the money in the bank that they couldn't have access to. Thank you.
Sir.
Two more points and we move ahead.
Yes. I also think that for entrepreneurs, some of them do fail when they lose focus of the products they want to achieve. And you see them diverting their capital into some other things that at the end of the day, it will not give them the chance to focus on the capital, what they wanted to use the capital for. So I think lack of focus and not having passion can also affect entrepreneurs. Lack of passion, like when they don't put in their all into what they want to do. And you see them, diverting their funds or diverting their energy into some other things that will not bring about success in their business.
Thank you so much. Lack of focus. So we have seen, some reasons why people fail. We are looking at all these issues so that we'll be able to know when I have what it takes to succeed, then you can succeed and be able to avoid why you should not fail. Now we are going to have about 8 minutes to discuss if characteristics of an effective entrepreneur. Characteristics of an effective entrepreneur. Once again, I'm going to send a link to the platform. I've sent it already. And I'm going to divide it into 2 groups. In your 2 groups, list as many reasons why an entrepreneur can be succeed. That is characteristics of an effective entrepreneur. As many reasons. Go to the point. You have just about 8 minutes to do it. And after having done that one, choose somebody who will present for you. If you click that Padlet link, it will take you to where you are going to write your answers. Those who are in group 1, we have Emmanuel, Johnson, Comfy, Musa, Sa, and Williams. Group 2, Amara, Umi, Kadab, Jumoke, Sa, the other Sa, and Siri. So discuss among yourself for 8 minutes. Choose somebody who is going to present on your behalf. But that link I gave you, click it. That's where you are going to type your answers. Any question before we divide ourselves? We are looking at the characteristics of an effective entrepreneur. List as many as you can. Any question?
I think I'm having a little problem entering the Padlet.
Shouldn't be.
Yeah,
okay, take note of your point. When we get to your rooms, I'm sure somebody may have entered the Padlet, then at least the person can type on the behalf of the group.
So am I supposed to now?
It's a group work. Those in your group, if it's only one person that can enter it, type your answer onto it, and I'm going to share the answer later. Just share your idea with people in your group.
Okay.
It's a teamwork.
Thank you.
I'm already in group 2 and I've started typing. But I'm yet to see my members, my team members.
Okay, I'm opening it now. Just accept it. You have just about 8 minutes. Just accept join, then you go to your group. Emmanuel, can you join your group? Jumoke, Cecilia, Williams, Bumi, can you join your group? Johnson, can you join? Just click join and it will take you to your group. Sarah, Cecilia, Williams. Thank you. Just click join. It will take you to your group. Olukayode. Jumoke. Okay. Yeah, coming back now. Okay, welcome back. Good. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let me ask before we go to the Padlet, how was the experience? I'm sure you came on several points. Does anybody want to talk? Well, how was the experience? How was the experience?
It was good.
Okay,
It was
good.
good.
It was good. It was
David
good.
says good. Okay, now let me take you to what you wrote. Some were unable to write on the Padlet. You can still add them. We are talking. I'm going to share what you wrote there. Group 1, Group 2 will present first. I believe we have chosen somebody. Yeah. Group 2, that's what you wrote. Characteristics of effective. Can somebody just read it for us? From Group 2.
Characteristics of an effective entrepreneur: must be committed to the business, must be an effective planner, must be creative, must be innovative, must be flexible, must be able to change with time, must be competitive, must be goal-driven, adaptive, should be able to identify risks, should be a forward thinker, should be determined, should be organized, should be passionate, should be a forward thinker, should be goal-driven, should be imaginative, should be a good leader with good communication skills, should be ethical, approachable, should always think ahead, should always learn from failures, should be a risk taker, a problem solver, very courageous, even though we didn't add that here.
Thank you so much, Group 1. Let's give them, you can use your reaction to clap for them. That's a good presentation. Group 1. Group 1, who is talking on your behalf? Group 2 have about 28 points. Group 1.
Okay, access to funding, adequate planning, a good communicator, must be honest, must be creative, must be a good delegator, must be an efficient SWOT analyst, and have energy not to be lazy, and must be very strategic, must be accountable, must be creative and adaptive, must be very disciplined, must be a visionary, be updated with current economic situations and trends, and must be able to read his or her team efficiently, and must be a good driver and must be highly skilled and committed to purposes. Or must not be in question. It must be passionate. It must be confident always. Everyone must share his vision. It should be able to communicate that so that everyone will be able to share his vision. All right, I think I'm almost repeating myself now. I haven't presented everything that everybody presented, and we have this one. I must be a focused and determined personality. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Now let me ask a question. Do you think that if any entrepreneur should embrace most of this one, will he or she be successful? I want your response, yes or no. If anyone should actually...
If it's possible for any entrepreneur to embrace 65%.
Okay, go ahead, Johnson.
65% of all these qualities that we have spoken about, they have 95% rate of success.
I'm sure. The man is talking like a mathematician. 55% of what we have, 95% rates of success. Thank you so much, Johnson. So it means it is just possible. David, you want to, from your West African coordinator of your company, do you think somebody said absolutely? David, you want to comment on it that in case an entrepreneur has some of these qualities, despite the terror, the government policy and all that thing, do you think they can thrive and succeed?
Well, if you have these qualities, you have the basic foundation to succeed as an entrepreneur. You have the basic foundation. You have the basic foundation to succeed, because I think in today's context, it's about agility and adaptability. So there is adaptability there, so you can succeed, definitely. You can succeed as an entrepreneur.
Thank you. So you can see, in fact, David's brought something here now. Agility, that's high power, and adaptability. And in this current world, if you are going to succeed as an entrepreneur, the issue of adaptability is non-negotiable. Let me share some few things with you that possibly some you mentioned, some you do not mention. Let me just share it with you. Then you will discover that it is just possible for you to succeed, to be an effective entrepreneur, irrespective of your area of specialization, either IT, either farming, no matter where you are, you can actually succeed. You can see some of those things that you mentioned. You can see that man is saying, I can. Confidence. You must be a risk taker, and you actually mentioned it. Self-confidence, somebody mentioned it also. Positive. In this economy and situation, no matter how things are, if you are positive, you can actually be successful. Persuasive. Because you need to be able to persuade your customer to come. You need to be able to persuade the debtor to actually give you time. You need to be able to persuade even the buyers to buy your product. You might be able to persuade the government to waive some taxes. You might be able to persuade some donors to give you grants. You might be able to persuade some of the creditors to actually give you some trade credit. To persuade is very important. Competition. You must be competitive. You must be ready to take initiative. You can't do it as it was in the beginning, so it is. No, take initiative. Goal-driven, you mentioned it, this is very critical. And this is what David was talking about. Drive, highly motivated, high energy. Determined, you mentioned it also. Persevering, you equally mentioned it also. Oh, David mentioned this one, be flexible. A number of businesses tried during the COVID, and some collapsed because they are not flexible. There are some that during COVID, they actually makes some success. Let me ask a question before you go ahead. Is there any company here or any individual that made money as a result of COVID? Just a very short one. You made money or your business grew because of COVID. Is there anyone here?
Yes.
Just short one.
I did. During the COVID, they came up with this syrup that people have to prepare, lemon and honey. So everybody was looking for honey. And that was just the time I went into selling honey. And I sold so much honey during the COVID because everybody was looking for honey compared to now. So I think I made money during COVID because I sold more honey than other times.
So please send some of the money to me. David, I can see you say yes.
Yes, sir.
Quick one.
Yes, because my business is digitization. So before COVID, people said it was a balloon idea. So it was when, in fact, it was when we had COVID that we had, companies coming to us. We had other countries even coming. Because of that, now I'm here in Kenya. So COVID helped to create the need for digital services, and then that gave us a lot of traction.
Thank you so much, David. We have had two testimonies from Bumi, the honey business. People are trying to buy honey to mitigate the effect of COVID, and she was able to sell more. And David was in IT business, and he was able to expand his business. Oh, they said, your idea is a balloon business. But when COVID came, they discovered it becomes a necessity. Even as an organization also, we too made money during COVID. Most of our training before were localized. When COVID came, I can sit on my table and run training across the world. There are some companies that ordered before, they will flew in people into the country to do training. But when COVID came, those people cannot come. So it opens some doors for us also. So you can see being flexible is very, very important. Let me, because of our time, let me just share this one with us and we'll round up from there. I said flexible, be adaptive, like what David said. Change is an opportunity. Persuasive, problem solving. Bumi was able to solve a problem. David was able to solve a problem. They were creative. Creativity can be in terms of packaging. They were innovative, imaginative. All these are what is expected to be. Let me now go back to where we started, some of the things that you wrote. Because we are doing a bit of recap. You wrote some things when we began. Okay, I'm sharing some of the things that you mentioned. These are some of the few things you actually mentioned in terms of characteristics of an effective entrepreneur, which I believe are more than important. And once again, like I'm saying, if we put this into practice, we are definitely going to excel. Now, let me ask a question. If you look at the objective you set when we began, do you think your objective has been met? Your goal has been met? If yes, please type yes, or you speak up. You said yes. If you think the objective, the 45 minutes objective we set has been met, just speak up, okay? Bumi said yes. Okay, I'm waiting. Okay, Amara said yes. Siri said yes. Jumonke said yes. If we are able to accomplish this one, it is because we work together as a team. Let me ask a question. I can see how to motivate others now. Thank you so much, Johnson. So we are learning. Is there any other thing you actually want to clarify? Very brief. Any other thing you want to clarify on what we have discussed? Do you have any other thing to clarify? If you have, you can just speak. Okay, if there's nothing to clarify, these are some of the things that we discuss. We look at the confidence, we look at competition, we look at flexibility, the drive, problem solving. These are some of the things we mentioned. What further clarification do you need? If there's none, just say none. If there is any, then open up and talk. We have just about a few minutes to go. Okay, let me ask you a question. Did we discuss the characteristics of a successful entrepreneur? Type yes or no. Did we discuss the characteristics of a successful entrepreneur? Type yes or no. Okay, Kadab said yes. Johnson saying yes. Cecilia said yes. Jumaka said yes. Emmanuel said yes. Confi said yes. Bumi said yes. Good. Let me ask the next question. Are you able to explain at least 5 characteristics of a successful entrepreneur right now? At least 5. Are you able to explain it now? If it is yes, let's know it's yes. Okay, Johnson said yes. Bumi said yes, I can. Waiting for more people. Are you able to explain at least 5 characteristics? Jumanke said yes. Ozobia said yes. Satana said yes. Musa said yes. We accomplish our objective together because you brought your idea. If you look at it very well, you will discover that you brought quite a number of ideas than I had before. And I share with you again what you on board so you can see. I'm going to send this one to you later. so that you can look at them and it can improve your entrepreneurial skill. And I look forward to see great entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs coming out of this. Once again, I want to say thank you for being part of this meeting. This whole package is much. We can spend a whole week on entrepreneurship, but this is just to share, to excite you and to let you know that you can actually do more. In case you need more information, that's the name of our organization. The email is there, Prime Heart Associates. It's in Freetown. The email is info@primeheights.org. And our numbers are 076 66 22 29 on WhatsApp and on telephone. Once again, thank you for being part of this meeting. You can visit our website, www.primeheights.org. You can see a table of our training. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing more of you in other training.